Love him or hate him, but there's no denying that the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, knows how to connect and communicate with his supporters. And you should never waste an opportunity to learn even from a bad boss. Donald Trump's been in the news a lot recently, especially after surviving an assassination attempt when someone tried taking his life and ended up shooting him in his ear during an election campaign speech. In this video, I'm not going to be talking about Donald Trump's suitability to lead his country, nor will I be delving into his style of leadership or the way he does politics, but I will be speaking about the 3 lessons we can learn from Donald Trump about communication. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Here are the 3 lessons that we can learn from Donald Trump. Lesson number 1 is stick to short messages. Donald Trump likes to keep it simple and he speaks in short sentences. For example, we'll build the wall and make Mexico pay for it. Or I'll end the Ukraine-Russia war in 1 day. Other things he says is I'll make America great again. Trump likes to divide his thoughts into smaller segments and therefore it becomes easy to understand him and to keep up with him. And one of the golden rules of communication is that when you're speaking, you take your listeners with you. As a result, it becomes easy to understand him and to keep up with him. With US presidential elections 4 months away, both President Joe Biden and Donald Trump are campaigning hard. I honestly don't know what Joe Biden's campaign slogan is, but I know what Trump's slogan is: Make America Great Again. And that's because Trump says it almost every time he opens his mouth. By doing this, he's able to hammer the message home. Remember, people have short attention spans, so every time you communicate, you need to tell them once, twice, 10 times what you want them to hear. Lesson number 2 is to know your target audience. It's important in public speaking that you know your audience. You need to know who you're speaking to. This is so that you can use appropriate language and adjust your style of speaking. I attended a nanotechnology conference last week in Barcelona and I was speaking with scientists and researchers. So I had to pitch my speech at the right level for my audience. But if I was to visit a school and talk to a class of students, then I'll adjust my language so that I can better connect and communicate with the young students. Donald Trump knows exactly who he's speaking to, what they want to hear, and how he's going to communicate that message to them. The language that Donald Trump uses is very simple. Even a child in primary school can understand his speech. So Trump likes to keep it simple and effective. Lesson number 3 is push and pull communication. Donald Trump is always saying something mildly or completely outrageous on Twitter. Whether you agree with him or not, but he gets plenty of attention. He's very influential on social media and he has over 87 million followers on Twitter. Trump uses Twitter to deflect attention from what he doesn't want people talking about and attract them to what he wants them to focus on. Trump knows exactly how and when to use technology to his advantage. These were the 3 lessons that we can extract from Donald Trump on his style of communication.